Hello everyone, welcome to class 4 of our FastAPI series. In the last three classes, you learned how to build FastAPI routes, use get and post methods, send data using path and query parameters. So today we will revise the old lectures first and then learn a new concept: how to send data inside the body of a post request using Pydantic models. And all the previous classes video tutorial is uploaded in this list. Fast API for complete beginner friendly course. If you are new on this channel, don't forget to subscribe and like. Let's start today class how to send data inside the body of post request using Pydantic models. Before going to start the today class, we I want to repeat you. I want to revise the last three classes core concept. In our first class, we learn what is FastAPI. The FastAPI is a Python-based web framework for building APIs. It is a fast, easy, and automatically creates documentation and used by Netflix, Uber, and Microsoft. These are the companies which are using FastAPI. So why FastAPI is important nowadays? FastAPI is fast, easy, and automatically creates documentation to test your APIs, as well as this is the fast and easy. In machine learning and AI, we are using the FastAPI most of the time to build our APIs for the models, to use models. So in class 2 we learn routes and requests. This is the class 1, class 2. In class 2 I give a simple assignment to my students to solve this to learn FastAPI. And in class 3, this is the class 3, let me show you. We learn what is path parameter. Path parameter are part of the URL path. You use them to pass important information in the link itself. Then we learn query parameter. Query parameter comes after the question symbol in a URL. They are used when you want to pass optional data. And we create some routes to implement path parameter and query parameter using FastAPI. Then I assign a simple assignment to my students: create a get route student and take ID on this route, and then create another get route for student details and combine both student info ID with a query param in 3. So the path parameter inside the URL, user will provide some data. For the student ID, create a get route student for the student 10. Then you will pass the ID of 10 on this route. This will give you student ID is 10. So query parameter after the question mark, like in our example, we create a simple route with search, and after the question mark we are going to search the name Ali with price some 200, let's say. So to combine this we learn this. I hope all the students did your assignments. So today's topic is request body with Pydantic. When you use a post request the data is usually sent in the body, not in the URL. Guys, please note this point. When you use a post request, we have a get and post method of HTTP, and when you use post method, here are all are the get, and let me show you here this is the post. When you use a post request, the data is usually sent in the body, not in the URL. To validate and manage this data, we use Pydantic models. So what is the use of Pydantic model? Pydantic model is used to validate and manage data which comes from the post request from the user end. So when you use a post request, the data is usually sent in the body, not in the URL. First point. Another one, when you post a request, when you send some data in the post request, you need to validate and manage this data. We use Pydantic models of FastAPI. So let's going to create a simple class. Inside this, I am going to create a class with name Class-4.py, and here to apply Pydantic, I am going to import from Pydantic import BaseModel. BaseModel basically help us to create a data structure for validation. What the BaseModel help us to create a data structure for validation. So from FastAPI import FastAPI So I am going to create a request model here, class user. From base model, I am going to inherit this user class from base model class of Pydantic, and here I am going to assign name. The type of name will be str, then age type is int, and then email type is str. So here we define a model called user. It accepts three fields: name, age, and email. So here what we did, we create a model with name user, which will inherit from this base model class of Pydantic, and in this model we have three fields: name, age, and email. So it's time to create a post request to accept the body data. So for that, app.route create user, and we have to enclose this. This is our post, not get def, create user, and we are passing user and user, return first message user created successfully. After that, name, and I am passing user.name. After that, age, user.age, and then email, user.email. Let me zoom in to see each and everything clear. So guys, here in this code, let me explain you. On this line, this user and user, this one, this means that FastAPI will automatically read the body and validate it using the user model. Using this line tells the FastAPI will automatically read the body and validate it using the user model. That's why we define here user. We are passing user. This is the model user, and this is the user dating each and the name and age and email. So FastAPI will automatically read the body and validate it using the user model. You don't need to manually check fields. This will be done by Pydantic. And if you forget a field or give wrong type, FastAPI will show an error. So it's time to test this route in our Swagger documentation. Let me run this. First of all, I am going to activate my virtual environment. The virtual environment name is venv. Cd venv script activate. Go back. So now I am in this core FastAPI. Clear this UV core. Our app name is Class-4 and app reload. Let me run this. Our app is running on this IP address and the port is 8000. As you see, when I open this in browser, detail not found, and if I go to docs, FastAPI Swagger UI documentation, you see in this app we have only one endpoint with HTTP method post. The route name is create user. So to test this, what we need, we are going to click on this tree, try it out, and as you see, this is the demo. Name is string, age is 0, and email is string. So let me pass on the place name on the Ali, and the age is, let's say, 23, and the email is ali@gmail.com. And if I click on this, execute this, you will see I am getting some response. The status code of my request is 200, means our request is successfully executed, and the response body, I get a response. User created successfully, name is Ali, age is 23, and the email is ali@gmail.com. And this response I am getting from this route which I just create. This route automatically, with the help of FastAPI, validate using user model. So By using Pydantic model, a FastAPI means FastAPI will automatically read the body and validate it using the user model. As you see how the Pydantic work, we declare here name is string type, age is int, email is string. We pass here insert here name is string type, age is integer, and email is also string. If I pass the name is Ali 2, so I am not going to enclose this Ali. So if I run this, let me show you some. I am getting JSON invalid body 12 JSON decode error unprocessable entity. And if on the place of name I am going to pass the age 23, and on the place of age I am going to pass the name. Let me execute this. See, unprocessable entity response body type string type, input should be a valid string, in parsing input should be a valid string, unable to pass string as an integer. So this comes with the help of Pydantic. This is the beauty of Pydantic. Pydantic will automatically validate your incoming data. Let me undo this. I am going to pass again. The name is string, age. No, I am getting successful response 200. So in this way you will create an endpoint or route which will. So guys, here you note one thing, we are passing a data in the body, not in the request. In the body we are not passing this in the URL. When you use a post request, this is our post request. As you see the above, this is our post request. When you use a post request, the data is usually sent in the body, not in the URL. And to validate and manage the data, we use Pydantic model. Guys, if any doubt till now, please comment it. I am here to understand you FastAPI, to teach you in simple and easy way. If you want to become a FastAPI developer or machine learning AI developer, then this channel is for you. Don't forget to subscribe and like. If any doubt till now, please comment it. So guys, now it's time for your assignment. Create a post route. The route will be register student. You will use model. This model should accept name, roll number and class name. And then this route will return some message like message student registered, name is something like Ali, roll number is 212, and class name is 10th grade or your own class name. So I hope you will solve this assignment. If any doubt, any problem in this assignment, I am here to solve your each and every concept. Don't forget to subscribe and like.